All right, 7th grade, lesson 6.3, the percent equation on your warm-ups. Okay, you're solving for y. What is the fastest way to solve for y on these?
Yep.
No, that's fine. Say it.
Cross multiply and divide.
Yep, cross, multiply, and divide. So we're solving for y. So we're going to do 10 times 70 divided by 5 to get your answer. All right, go ahead and do that. All right, so for this lesson, you need to have written down this percent equation in your journals. And let's go over what each variable means here. The whole equation is A is P percent of W. Okay, A stands for what?
Part of the whole.
Part of the whole. Okay, so this will be the smaller number than the whole number. P stands for?
Percent.
And W stands for whole. So for instance, they're telling you that 15 is 50% of 30 here. Okay, you see how that works for that equation? Okay, now I can make that 50% into a decimal or a fraction. You see that as well, right?
Yes.
Good. All right, so let's go do an example. Make sure you put this in your journals. And your first step is always going to be to write the equation. Okay, so what number is 24% of 50? So write your equation. Don't worry about estimating. A equals P percent times W. What now? We have 24% and 50. Where in this equation would we put the 24%? Joaquin.
And the 24% is a P.
Yes, so we're going to put 24 right here. And where would we put the 50?
The
Joe?
W.
For the W, because that's the whole. It's asking what number is 24% of 50. Okay? So 24%.
Wow.
All right, so you can see here they have rewritten the percent as a fraction. Okay? You can write it as a fraction or a decimal. Either way works. So to solve this, we're going to find 24 over 100 times 50. Now, you can cross multiply and divide here. Or you could do decimal, which is, what is the decimal?
0.24.
0.24. So you could do 0.24 times 50 also. Grab your calculators and go.
12.
12. So 12 is 24% of 50. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
I got lost whenever you said the decimal thing.
So whenever you have 24% like this, how do you turn that into a decimal?
You just moved it.
We move it twice and we get 0.24, right?
Yeah.
So I can say 0.24 times 50. So instead of putting 24 over 100 here, I could put 0.24. And then multiply that times 50 to get 12. Or you can make it a fraction. You can't, I do not recommend putting 24 with the percent sign in your calculator. Your calculators can do percents, but it often messes up because we don't usually put them in right. So I always convert it to either a fraction or a decimal.
Oh, so you can do cross multiply.
Yeah, so you would just do 24, you would do 100, because 50 would be over 1. You got to think about that. So it'd be 50 times 100 divided by 24. That's fine too. Either way works. Question?
So how do you actually do the problem altogether when you add
What do you mean when you add the percent? So we took this percent, the 24, we plugged it in where the P is. That makes sense? And then we made it a fraction. So instead of it being 24%, we put it as 24 over 100. Because anytime you're to two numbers in front of the percent sign, it's always over 100. So then you just cross multiply and divide by 24. No, 50 goes over 1. So put this over a 1. Okay? Okay, after you've done that, go do your try-its. I have that backwards. I said that backwards.
Okay.
It's not 50 over 1, it's x over 50, because that's what you're trying to solve for. That's my fault. So it'd be 24 over 100 times x over 50 if you're wanting to solve cross multiply and divide version. Because you're trying to find what part of 50 is 24%. Does that make sense? So I would do 24 times 50 divided by 100 to solve for that. Sorry. Okay, you can just put this in your calculator like this. I can put 24 over 100 times 50, and I'll get 12. Or you can do the decimal, like I said earlier, and do 0.24 times 50. That's the fastest way to do it.
Right there in the.
Under your Wordly Wise?
Oh!
Unbelievable.
I'm sorry.
I put that there.
All right. Example 2 in your journals. What 9.5 is what percent of 25? So let's plug this into our equation. Where does the 9.5 go? Back to Diego.
A.
Yes, it goes where the A is. And where does the 25 go?
W.
Where the W is. Okay, so 9.5 equals, we don't know the percent of 25. So, just use P as your variable and let's solve for this. Okay, how would I get the P by itself here? We got to move the 25 away. How do you move the 25? It's multiply. What's the opposite of multiply?
Bye.
So we're going to divide by 25. Write it down. Okay, so what is 9.5 divided by 25?
Something.
0.38.
Very good. 0.38. Okay, now this is decimal. How do I make it percent?
You move the decimal 2 ways to the right.
To the right. Very good. So 38% is your answer.
I need to write this.
You do need to write this.
I just did.
Good job. Okay, so you plug in the points. Then to solve for a percent, we divide the 25 over to the other side. 9.5 divided by 25 gave you the decimal 0.38. Then we just move the decimal to the right twice to make it the percent. What questions do you have?
One question,
No.
no question.
Excellent. Go do your try-its. You have, I'll go back. Try-its, and, yep, and then example C. So you have 2 try-it, example 3. 2 try-its. It's in your journals. Example 3.
Example 3.
39 is 52% of what number? So write your equation. A equals P percent times W. Where is the 39 going to go?
It goes where the A is.
A. And then where does the 52% go?
The P.
Where the P is.
And W. It's 52.
Okay? Now change 52% to a decimal.
52.
0.52.
Yeah.
All right, now we're solving for W. How do I get W by itself here?
You
You
divide
divide, yeah.
You divide. We're going to divide both by 52. 0.52, excuse me. What is 39 divided by 0.52?
0.75.
Yeah, 75.
75. Okay? 75 is your whole number.
Oh.
So 39 is 52% of 75.
I knew right.
Well, you got to wait. Are you just getting a drink? Okay.
0.52.
You can do the ratio table if y'all want, but trust me, the algebra is easier. All right. Continue on your try-its and self-assess all the way through number 12. Okay?
Yes.
Sorry.
All right. You are paying for lunch and receive the bill shown. This is where you actually can use this in real life, guys, when you're out to lunch. Find the percent of sales tax on the food total. Okay, so you see the taxes here. What's the food total?
The food total.
27.50.
Yeah, $27.50. So we're trying to find what percent they're taxing the food. So write down your equation, which is what?
Something.
A equals
Oh, P% times W.
times W. Okay, so we're going to plug in. A is $1.65, and the W is $27.50.
Did we put the P in the middle?
Just like this. So there's your percent. Plug them in. The tax was $1.65, and the total of the food was $27.50. So now can we find the percentage?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. So how do I get the P by itself? Divide by 27.5. What is 1.65 divided by 27.5?
0.06.
0.06. How do I make that a percent?
5 going up forward.
To the right
2 times.
twice.
So
Right.
equals 6.
So the tax is 6%. Okay, all I did was take this decimal, move it to the right twice to make it a percentage.
Wait, that's the answer.
Yes, 6% is the answer. That was the question they're asking. Okay, for B, you leave a 16% tip on the food total. Find the total amount you pay for lunch. So 16% on the food total. So the food total is right here, $27.50. Okay, where does that go in our equation?
It's percent.
Nope. The W. Very good. It goes on the W. Okay, and where would this 16% go?
P.
Where the P. Okay, so plug it in, 16, make it a decimal. Becomes 0.16 times 27.50. All right, so what is 0.16 times 27.50?
Something. 7.
That equals 4.4.
Very good. Okay, 4.4. Okay, the amount of the tip was $4.04. So here on the receipt, you would write $4.04. What was the question that they asked?
What is the total amount you pay for lunch?
So what's the total you pay for the entire lunch? So that's on this line. How do we find the total we pay for the entire lunch?
You add 29.
Yeah.
Add the 29.15 plus the tip, which is $4.40. So what is that added?
33.55.
Very good.
The only math you'll ever actually use.
This math you will use often when you become adults and have money and you spend it on going out to eat. Okay, so we paid $33.55 for the entire meal.
Okay.
All right, any questions? Okay, I'll leave that up so you can finish copying it. You need to finish your self-assess all the way through number 14. It is due tomorrow. Okay? All right.